Stan Gibilisco here. Today I went down to the Spearfish Recreation and Aquatic Center again to get about just a few extra laps in. Beautiful sunny day, and maybe 15 or 20 minutes out in the sun. No more than that. I don't want to get any more skin cancers, but I've just become so skinny and pale that at least I can do something about the pale part right now. The skinny part is harder, and it's very difficult for me to consume a sufficient number of calories to maintain my weight. So as a result, I am 5'6" tall and about, well, in my birthday suit, about 107 pounds, 107 in the morning when I first get up. Well, I had a little bit of an appetite today for a change, and I, on the way back, was very hungry, and I didn't want to quench my appetite with Gatorade, which is, or any other kind of sugary substance. So I decided to get a piece of beef jerky. Now, if you read the list of ingredients in beef jerky, there's one of those cylinders about 10 inches long and 1 centimeter in diameter. Mixed metric and English units there. You know the drill. Something you could whip somebody with, spank your kid with it, whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, enough of that. Probably get arrested for spanking nowadays. Anyway, but the point is, it tasted horrendous, awful. You read the list of ingredients, and there's 10 grams of protein in there, and it's maybe 400 calories, something like that. Something I could just put in my mouth to take the edge off the vicious hunger that I was having, which is very unusual for me to actually be hungry. And an equivalent, and it had a lot of sodium in it, and my doctor has told me I need to get more sodium. My sodium is low, so I ate it because of that. There's another more or less equivalent food in terms of sodium and calorie count and protein amounts, and that is a small can of anchovies. I know a lot of you can't stand anchovies. The taste really turns a lot of people off, but I don't mind it. But you read the list of ingredients in there, and it's just anchovies, olive oil, and salt, or sometimes some other kind of oil, but I prefer the olive oil type. Very simple, none of these fancy laboratory chemicals. You read the list of ingredients on the beef jerky, and it reads like some kind of a weird experiment that you conduct in some weird college in some weird country where people eat weird sticks of beef that they spank their kids with. Okay, so what's the point? When you eat primarily healthy foods over a long period of time, even though I don't eat enough food, I try to stick with pretty much healthy food. And what's healthy and what's not. I think most people pretty much know. I'm not a health food nut, quote unquote, but I do pay some attention to that, to nutrition, because I am so horrendously thin and undernourished to begin with. I just don't eat enough. But when you develop the habit of eating healthy food in whatever quantity, I think you develop a distaste for these chemicals. Your body can tell when these chemicals are being put into it, and it can taste it. And it tastes awful. The stuff just was terrible. I would much rather have had the anchovies there. I probably should have gone into Safeway, the grocery store, and bought a can, but the trouble is then I pop the can open and the oil would spill all over my pants. I actually drink the oil out of that can after I'm done just to get the extra calories. That's how skinny I am. And I'm still working on trying to keep my weight up. But that's the scoop. You can actually tell when food is healthy and when it's not, just by the way it tastes, once you develop a habit of eating healthy food. Stan Gibilisco signing off. Until next time, so long.